If you're late, you don't have like a time machine. Like you're late, like for a tea time or for the airport or for wherever we're going.
I'm not late that often, to be completely honest.
Oh my.
I think there's a false narrative that's being spewed for some kind of comedic value. Oh my God, those 4 days unattended in Arizona, there was a lot of Postmates, I can guarantee you that.
There was.
Greg showed up all the way from Florida.
It takes a lot of hard work to be this fat. I'm telling you right now.
I've been at it for years.
He's the Iron Man of being fat. It's a lot of work.
Let me tell you something about this guy. He's the Michael Jordan, the Tom Brady.
Small couch for some big fellas. Small couch for some big fellas. Wow, this is gonna be a tough look right out of the gate for the boys.
I saved you one right here.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hi, Dan Joe. You
Cuts
can
in the
squeeze
middle.
in there.
No, don't.
No, come
let
on,
the
Joe.
chair
Squeeze
down.
in. You gotta go to the couch. Go to the,
Cutsy, I saved you a seat.
I can't fit in.
I
yeah,
saved
come
you. I
on,
saved you in the
fit
middle.
in.
Just hand the mic over.
Come on.
I can't fit in there.
Yo,
Okay.
get your ass in the seat, dude.
Can we bring a mic? Hot start here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Probably what you would have expected here.
I'm going to be like this the whole time.
For those of you who live in the Scottsdale area, Ticket has been here for the past 3 weeks. He got stranded in Scottsdale, so you've probably seen him around at your local grocery store, wherever it may be. But, yeah, you've probably seen him.
I just want to say real quick that they offered a heater before this thing started, and I knew it would be an issue that we said no.
It feels
I'm
nice.
freezing. I'm
We made a mistake.
freezing.
I feel great.
Why is it cold here?
I don't know.
This is a desert. I get the whole like cold at night, but this is really cold. We played this morning. It was 40 degrees. I don't have pants. I don't come to Arizona with pants. Why would I?
You never have pants, though.
Yeah, but that's
You went to Scotland without
unrelated.
pants.
Yeah, you went to Scotland with no pants.
That was wild.
Yeah, and it worked out pretty
No
well.
shirt
actually.
either.
Not welcome back either. As a matter of fact, they'll never see these calves again.
That's true.
Well, there is a course where we're not allowed back to.
Trail golfing.
Is that yeah.
Was that the?
We can touch on that if you want to
place
start
where
with
the
that.
Like the fourth
Guinness
oldest-
challenge went down?
So
Yes.
the Guinness challenge went down. But in all fairness, there's a lot of stuff that I will say that was our fault. That was not our fault. We had a pre-approved the Guinness challenge, and then we ended up hearing it about it later. But that really, I will say, I think we did all the right things there.
I love Rick. He kind of pushed the envelope a little bit, asking for the pint glasses. I think that's what really put us in a bad spot. He was like, "You cannot drink a Guinness without a glass."
Great impression.
Yeah,
That's a terrible impression, but
Very
that's
nice.
what he
Rick
said.
Shields. Yeah, I mean, I thought that would give a little bit of an extra indication to the club
Yes.
of what we were doing. We're not, I guess we didn't buy the Guinness. That was the other issue. They were like, we don't even sell Guinness. We were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
We didn't get away with that one, did we? But we went in and asked for Guinness. I mean, we're not going to put water in it.
No, I think we went through all the proper channels. That phone call was terrifying. Of all
You
the
got a
things we did.
phone call?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't realize you got a call.
Oh, it was the worst.
What did they say?
They wanted to take it down.
Yeah,
They said
that
you got
was
good
never
luck
gonna
going through
happen.
the jet.
I saw an email. I said, "This is bullshit." First of all, they approved the video. We made the video, and then they sent some guy. I guess the members there saw it,
Yeah.
and the guy wrote an email as if he was like running, like from the club. They were like
Yeah,
chasing
yeah.
him through Scotland, and he was not happy. But you know what? The
The- the-
video's still up.
Bob and I almost got killed a couple times because we were spraying the
It
ball
was awful.
all over. But
Yeah.
yeah,
We did not like you guys.
Well,
No.
they didn't. But Cutsy said it was fine. Cutsy's like, oh, Bob, it's fine. I'm
Well,
like, I'm looking at this
everything
guy.
is
It's not
fine to this fucking. Everything is fine.
Let's
to,
dig into that a little bit.
you will never find anybody with less stress. Like nobody minimizes stress more than Joey Colcutt.
life is too short to stress. Yeah,
I feel you. I mean, I don't.
You're
but
talking
I
to
get
the
it.
wrong guy.
yeah. He was his life was shorter.
I wish.
I think
dude.
it's great to not have any personal internal stress. Like that's a beautiful thing. But then when someone else is stressed, you just go,
You're
"Oh,
fine.
don't
Right.
worry about
You
that."
know
Feel
what?
bad
There's a
about
lot
our
of
stress.
negativity in this group, and when I say negativity in this group, I mean this dark storm cloud of a man.
What are we here?
Pop can be very negative
Very
too.
much so.
I try
childhood.
to mitigate the negativity with over optimism, and sometimes I agree it's a bit much. It's stretched a bit, but wouldn't you rather have someone who's optimistic and
No.
positive than
but
negative?
No.
When
No.
someone tells you they're
There's
worried about
nothing more
something,
annoying.
you want somebody to
I need
agree
someone
with
to
you.
commiserate with.
Right.
I need you to tell me, yeah, it does.
Because
suck.
then sometimes we feel crazy for being worried about it.
He blows it off.
And
Like, give me an example.
You're not being optimistic. You're just blowing
Okay,
it
The
off.
thing is,
example.
I was you
We were
got-
at
no, no,
McDonald's before we came here.
Oh, yeah.
We were told to be here at 6:15. It was 6:20, and I was like, "We got to get going." Because he's like, "It's fine."
No, it's 5:30.
Oh no,
But that's the thing is like it commiserate like trying to be positive, but if you're late, you don't have like a time machine. Like you're late, so you can't be like you're fine. Like you're late, like for a tea time or for the airport or for wherever we're going.
I'm not late that often, to be completely honest.
Oh my.
hot start to the program. I will
Do
say
you
that.
believe that?
I'm late sometimes, but not. I think there's a false narrative that's being spewed for some kind of comedic value that's blown out of proportion. And yes, there are times when I'm late. This morning, by the way, was bullshit. I was not late. There wasn't even a given time. It wasn't like anyone messaged the group and was like, "We're leaving at 6:45." So Yams comes into my room and is like filming me for behind the scenes, and I'm like, "Oh, when are we leaving?" He's like, 5 minutes ago.
We said 6:45.
No,
it was
where did it
6:50.
say
We
6:45?
spoke it.
We all
We
knew
talked
about
about
It
it.
was
I
not
don't
in the
know
group
where you-
chat.
So do I need to send you a message every night?
Well, I went to
Looking it
my.
up?
I'm gonna play the audio.
I went to bed
Oh,
early.
don't play that. What is
I think we're clear.
I was late 2
What is
days
that?
ago, but for
It's
the record,
audio from
You
the
were
car.
way later than
Fine.
I
No,
was.
We're clear. We're
You
clear.
were 10 minutes late.
For the record,
Be careful.
It's dangerous, but we're clear.
Yeah.
Before I was late, I texted the group saying I was running late, and I immediately, upon coming
Yes,
out,
but no
immediately
one-
said, "I'm really sorry, guys. That's my bad."
No
no,
one
that
agreed
is
upon
true.
a 6:45 start time this morning.
Well, no,
I
we
went
didn't.
to bed
We agreed
early.
on 6:40.
was
Or
6:40.
6:40. I went to bed early last night to make a reel for my wife, which was nice.
Oh,
And
so-
so I went to bed early, and no one at no time was like, "Hey guys, 6:40. Tomorrow we're meeting." I heard the tea time was 7:30. It was about a 20-minute drive. I was like, "Okay, we're probably gonna leave around 6:50."
I recall a time around when you were eating Wingstop last night, us talking about a 6:40
I
start.
don't
in the
recall
morning.
that. When I
Well,
got mango
that
habanero
doesn't
in my
mean it did
hands,
not happen.
I'm not. When I got mango habanero wings in my hands, I'm not here in times. And that's all I got to say about that.
I'm gonna play the audio from the car
Audio
this
from
morning.
what?
This is from the car this morning.
Oh yeah, he was out of line.
Jet snap.
No, hold on a
take
second.
Yeah,
hold
you went fucking rogue, dude. Pardon my French.
I don't know. How do you wake up late after?
I don't think they can hear it.
Everybody that comes at me is getting cummed out.
Memory card or a fucking stick.
Hey, must be easy to just wake up and bounce around golf course to golf course, shanking shots wherever the fuck you want, not doing any work, not having to remember anything besides your clubs and what time to wake up, which you're 1 for 2 on. So what are we doing with that?
Out of his goddamn mind.
This guy's a fucking
But
clown.
here's the problem: you can't show up late and then come at me for
I wasn't
forgetting
late.
something. You were late.
Now,
So
by the way,
if
I will
you're
put my
gonna
hand up for the sawgrass time that I was late for. I was late for
If
that.
you're if you're gonna be late, that's fine, but you can't then talk shit about something I'm doing. Like you can't do that. It's even. Like it's 1 for 1.
Let me tell you something about the guy next to me, okay? This guy would forget his head if it wasn't attached to his shoulders. This guy, every trip we go on, he's got a backpack that's supposed to be filled with all the utensils, and every
And that was
time
my
there's a
point.
memory card, an
Right.
SD card,
Right.
a stick,
Right.
something
And
missing.
you don't have to carry shit anywhere.
Okay, well, give me
So
the
you don't-
backpack and I'll carry
Right,
it.
all you gotta
like
do is
Frodo
show up
Baggins.
to the car
I'll
on
carry
time.
It, like I'll fucking carry it for you.
By the way, welcome everyone to the Callaway Banter Sports podcast tour. This is our 3rd stop. We're so excited to be with y'all at Scottsdale. Thank you to Callaway for having us. And a little agenda for the evening.
Yeah.
We're going to roast these two.
We're running a little behind.
We're going to have a little trivia section with some Callaway prizes. After the pod, food will be available. And the cash bar has started already. You want to get the rest of these?
Yeah,
I think that was your section.
It was. There's
Yeah,
really
my
not
bad.
much after that, but the good news is there are going to be a lot of prizes. Just don't be late.
Oh, wow,
but we all
prizes.
like prizes. And then we got the 840 raffle, and then we're going to have the bays open so we could hit some golf balls as well. And by the way, round of applause to all of you coming out here today.
All
Really,
right.
in the cold. We really do appreciate it. A lot of fun times have happened out here. Not to get into another argument of you two, but we all got into an argument with our first ever challenge series when we first came out to Arizona, where me and you got into it in the airport on whether or not the beer challenges were going to work.
Yeah, that one's
was
not
he
that.
wrong?
I will
He
put
was
the
dead
hand up.
wrong.
Boy,
I
were
will.
you wrong.
I will put the hand up on that. But the problem is now I can't walk through the Phoenix airport without him or you reminding me when we turn that corner that I wanted to veto the beer challenge.
Yeah, this guy thought a beer challenge was a bad idea.
Boo.
Yeah. How about you heckle him?
I am getting killed. By the way, he showed up late to the beer challenge, so it was a big problem. But
That is crazy, though. Like, not to focus on like you being completely wrong, but focusing on the fact that like,
Sometimes
how
we're
long ago was that? That had to be
2.5
like
years ago.
almost 3 years ago, and like we had no idea what the hell we were doing. We still have no idea what we're doing, but we really had no idea what we were doing, and we were walking through the terminal and trying to figure out what we were gonna do. We had a tea time.
You guys got here already, and then we're talking.
We had no clue.
We had no idea.
No, we really didn't.
no. He was still working at the hotel. It was the first trip
I
Yeah.
somehow
that we
got the
did with
weekend
with
off.
you. Yeah. Well, we were
Yeah.
going like the waste
But you
management or
remember
something.
we got back into the clubhouse and we were so drunk that it was either Cutsy or me. I think it was Cutsy. Cutsy went into the clubhouse and said that he lost a head cover, and we came out and the head cover was on his club.
yeah,
It was-
Yeah.
it was-
Well, it wasn't my fault, Bob. You made me drink.
Oh, here we go again, man. Here we go.
No, I was drunk, but to my point, we somehow thought it was a smart idea for Bob to play the golf and me to drink. Remember that? I did like
Well, you
12
ended up
beers, you
carrying
did
the tea,
6.
yeah.
Boy, was that a bad idea.
You actually played good golf, and I
Yeah.
drank
Didn't you
like a
guys-
shit brick house.
Didn't you guys were you at Wickenburg?
No, we were
No,
true.
we ended up going, but this was true.
That was
True
when,
North.
Chasing
This was when you
Park.
got stranded.
Well, no, it was the next. He went home early because he was working.
I
And
had
we
to go
went
back
to
to work.
Wickenburg. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Jet's favorite place
and
of all
we
time.
had. Do you remember where we had dinner?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
That was the first ever Bob Does Sports dinner at Red Lobster. I picked out the biggest lobster in the tank.
Yeah, he was the only guy at
'Cause
Red
it was on the
Lobster
company
that
card.
insisted that he picked his own lobster.
Well, that was pretty damn good.
They went bankrupt shortly after.
Are they fully bankrupt?
There's
now?
something's going on.
They're
there.
fine. They're good. They went through a little restructure. They're fine.
He loves those
Yeah, they're
biscuits.
fine. Yeah, those cheddar biscuits are doing good. As long as they got those around, they're gonna be all right.
Is Denny's going back? What's with all these
No,
companies?
no.
No,
Denny's
don't
is
you
fine.
touch
Somebody said
I'm
Denny's
positive
was.
about that. No,
Denny's
Denny's
did.
is fantastic.
Okay, that's
How
good
about a
because I
Grand
love
Slam?
myself
I'll take
Grand
14.
Slam breakfast.
Yeah.
Is Denny's better than IHOP?
Oh, for
It's night and
sure.
day,
I
dude. Have
think-
you ever gotten your hands on a Santa Fe skillet? It's unbelievable. It's fantastic.
IHOP is the-
Any of
is
their-
the
any of their
Walmart version of
sizzling
Denny's.
skillets to die for.
When was the last time you had a Santa Fe skillet?
Probably within the year.
Really?
Yeah, I love Denny's. That's no lie. We
Denny's
think I would lie
24
here.
hours too,
It's
right?
fantastic. Sure is.
You know what we all wonder about is what Pop does on his off time.
Oh my
Sure.
God, those 4 days
Sure.
unattended
Oh.
in Arizona. There
don't
was a
know.
lot of Postmates. I can guarantee you that.
Sure was. Yeah.
Greg showed up all the way from
Greg.
Florida.
I know. At one point, he walked a real distance to a vape shop.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
one
yeah,
point
yeah.
during that
Well,
trip.
I walked a distance to an Uber to pick me up to a vape shop.
Yeah.
That's for damn
He messaged
sure.
me one day. It was like the only day of the week I hadn't placed a bet. And he's like, I need some action.
Yeah, I got
I'm
the same
losing my
message.
mind.
Yeah,
I got
the
the
two
same
of you are
thing.
my guys on that front. And I made sure you knew it.
It was like 8:30
It was in the
a.m.
morning.
Yeah.
Was it
He's like, I need something. I was like,
10 in the
Go
morning. I'm
games.
like, yo, the games haven't even started
Like,
yet.
he was in an Airbnb for like 7 people by himself.
That had to be kind of eerie, dude.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. It was not
Speaking
fantastic.
of Erie, our Airbnb right now, we're literally staying in a farm. Like there's chickens that which we haven't seen
I
yet,
haven't seen the chickens yet.
I'll tell you what
and
we
a
did
tortoise.
see.
Tortoise is
That's what he
roaming.
was saying.
I'll tell you what we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jet.
no, I wasn't. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
There were mice.
There's
Oh, there was one, yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
You booked
There's
us
at
a place
least
with
one
mice.
mouse. We can't confirm that there are mice.
Right.
Let me
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you something. In the
Yeah.
history of
You
man,
don't
there's
know
never
that.
just been one mouse. If there's one mouse, there's an infestation.
I think he's
No,
right.
no, dude. Think, Stuart Little. Think of Little that
He
guy.
had a
This guy had an
family.
airplane. All right. Maybe our mouse is like. First off, it's a big place, so this mouse is doing well for himself.
Yeah, it
He
is.
got himself in the right spot. He's got a swimming pool, not heated.
It's got a huge basketball court too.
He's got a full court basketball. This mouse is cool.
House
He's fine,
tortoise?
dude. And a
Haven't
tortoise
seen
is
it. We
probably
Where
his
is
boy.
the tortoise?
That mouse rides that tortoise around the lawn when no one's there for sure.
Well, the Airbnb guy's name was Farmer Dave.
Farmer
He's
Dave.
and he did like the signature at the end of the text.
Farmer Dave.
Yeah.
By the way, there's nothing to farm in Arizona. Nothing but sand and
And
dirt.
by the way, he would know. He tried. I mean, he was out there for so long. On another note, serious note, I guess, big collabs coming up. You got the John Rahm videos coming out, Taco Challenge, and then a 3v1. New guest that we had on today, Wyndham Clark, and more. The biggest one coming, and we announced it the last time. We have date now. Our most desired guest, I think, by far, Xander Schauffele, officially locked in. But yeah, a little round of applause
Let me
there.
tell you
We'll take
something.
that.
We're playing such bad golf. He is gonna mop the floor with
We're
us.
getting worse. We're getting worse.
I'm
We're
bad.
we're trending. We're trending.
FP
When
looking
FP
bad.
starts going south, we got problems.
Oh man,
bad.
Perez Island has just collapsed. It's now in the middle of the sea.
The volcano finally erupted, and it's filled with glazed donuts and jelly, and it's a problem. I'm not good anymore.
We dropped the Breaking 80 series today. The first comment I saw was, "This guy's fucking delusional." It's just like, all right, like, just keep it on trucking. Just keep on.
I gotta go
rolling.
like that comment. That's awesome.
Just keep on rolling right along.
That was Jet's burner account.
Pinned to the top.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
In fairness,
yo, you
he
played
did it and
well,
he pinned
though.
it. He went in on the real account and pinned it.
Yeah.
Double dip there. You played well. You shot. You played
Yeah,
well.
you
I don't
did
know
play
say which
pretty
shot,
well.
But you play well. I think you'll break 80 sometime in the next decade.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Jen
down
had-
to have a very long, fruitful series.
Yeah.
That going for us.
Jet had a good line. It's gonna be longer than like the Fast and the Furious trilogy. But what did Jet say? Jet was like,
No, I said you're gonna turn 80 before you break 80.
yeah.
Breaking 80 double bogey drift.
That's really good.
You did play pretty good though. In all fairness, like
You, by the way, he was nervous. I think at the beginning. Were you not nervous a little bit?
he was.
Well, it's different. Rather than like have you guys playing with me, like just all of you guys just sitting there watching. It's like when I went to go do the Callaway commercial we had the last year where it was a quick glimpse of me with the driver. They had everything set up and the sun was starting to set, so like we really had to get going. So they needed some decent shots out of me. I was taking divots with the driver, and like Rahm had just gone through, Xander had just gone through. But I started off, I was hitting the ball great, and then these clowns show up in a car
we
behind
came for
me,
moral support.
Yeah,
and
we left
I
quick.
started. Oh my god, I was tearing up the place. It was awful.
And didn't they had the cameras set up so like everybody hit from the same spot,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they could get the same angle, and you
Yeah.
took a divot, and they were
Yeah.
scrambling. They had
Yeah.
not thought about the potential that
yeah.
that piece of earth would be disturbed for future
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
They were rebuilding the ground.
It was one of the most demoralizing to watch everybody from the production team like pick up like little pieces of the grass and try and stack it back on. Was one of the worst moments of my golf career.
You look good on the commercial though.
Yeah, it turned out well. Yeah.
Wonderful editors.
Yeah.
Wonderful crew they
really.
got there.
They do a good job. But anyway, Rahm, that will be terrific. Of course, we have the Xander one that's coming up. Rahm, taco-wise, not to give up too much, but to see a pro come in and do that, we haven't had anybody come on to do a challenge. I think is one of the cooler things we've done.
Yeah, he kind of set the stage, and I would love to see more pros kind of come on and do that. I think people think it's an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of hard work to be this fat. I'm telling you right now. It's not like something we just wake up in the morning and do. Like, we make conscious decisions
No, I've been at it for years.
every day. I mean, this guy, he's the Iron Man of being fat. It's a lot of work.
Let me tell you something about this guy. He's the Michael Jordan, the Tom Brady,
I didn't say that.
Hall of Famer.
Lance Armstrong. It's this
He's
guy.
a Hall of Famer. First ballot.
Unanimous. Look me up.
I will say, but going back to what I was saying though, like John Rahm was like, that escalated
Regular
very
Pepsi,
quickly.
not diet.
Pete Rose didn't make the Hall of Fame. He did. He certainly did.
Nobody's banning me for the restaurant. I'll tell you that. They want my business.
Oh boy, I will say though, like John was committed to doing that taco challenge, and my God, like
He's a big
you're
boy,
right. He is a big boy.
like in a good way.
I want to get more. Like Keegan talked about coming on and doing like a tequila challenge. I would love to get more, like to like start that ball rolling. You
Yeah.
know.
It's just willingness. I mean, I totally understand. Like a lot of these guys, I think the golfers like of the past generation would be all in on this type of thing. But now you've got all like working out and fitness coaches and all this stuff. All the people telling them not to do stuff
Wyndham
like
looked
this.
great.
Wyndham
did.
hadn't
Lean as
eaten in
hell.
24 hours.
Yeah, he was on a fast.
Lean as hell.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it got weird when the guy asked if we wanted lunch, and we knew Wyndham was on the fast because I looked around at everybody.
I said
he's like-
yes immediately.
You did.
I was like, yeah, of course we got time for lunch before that meeting. Damn. And then we proceeded to order appetizers before our entrees.
And then he dipped.
He dipped as soon as the nachos and pretzel bites came out.
Damn, there were pretzel bites.
They were unbelievable.
Dude, we ordered them for you, but ate them before you got there.
Yeah, that's dedication. I've been teaching you boys. Good job.
The student has become the teacher.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was. He didn't like the whole comparison of you and him.
Not at all. No, not at all. Didn't go well.
You guys do look alike, and I don't.
Yeah, you
I
do.
thought so
I'm
too,
not
but I
questioning.
wasn't gonna push it.
He's wrong. You guys do look a lot alike. It was strange seeing you guys in the cart together. You look
it's like a
alike. You look like
doppelganger.
your brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I told him. I said it's good for me, but he didn't.
Yeah,
fact
that's
that he-
right.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good. I mean, I think you look like him. I don't think it's good for you rather than him. I think you do look like
He's a
him,
good friend.
which means that you're a good-looking guy. I don't know why he was very much leaning into the fact that you didn't, which was
Well,
I
I
will say he talked a lot of shit too out in the course,
great.
which I
fun.
appreciated.
But he smoked me on the foreplay pod when they brought that up.
Yeah.
What did he say again?
I'd like to think people think I look better than Bob.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Certainly played better than me. But we're not
Have
gonna
you
get
ever?
into
Has
that.
anyone ever mistaken, like, come up to you and been like, "Oh, Wyndham Clark"?
No.
No.
All right, maybe now the tuxedos seem a little fucked up.
Yeah. I
Your
wouldn't touch
posture's
that.
very different.
What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say?
Same golf swing though.
This couch.
That's right.
This couch
No,
is just getting smoked.
You walk differently.
I got the
Like
hunch.
he walks straight up, and you're hunching a little bit on your way.
He walks with
Yeah.
like a pep to his step. You walk with the hunch.
He walks with like a joyfulness of life.
Oh, but I enjoy life. I love life.
Right.
You
right.
trot a lot.
It's
mean?
like it's
You
like
plod.
he feels bad about the ground he's stepping on.
Yeah,
Does that make
Oh,
sense?
that's
Taps
tough,
it.
Does that
man.
make sense? Like he's sort of like,
That's so
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
It's like the floor is lava type stuff.
Yeah. And then I tell you who was fun to have too, a John Ellis, Breezy's very
legend.
own. Caddy program we're looking to really run deep to where we got to eye out. I mean, I'll go out and say it, Joe Greiner of the Max Homa bag
Sure.
would be really. If you could have a caddy, Binyamin, who would you like to see on the Have a Day?
Ted Scott.
I'm sorry, was that what? Ted Scott would be a good one. I think he's very expensive these days.
Yesterday's price on today's price.
A cat, maybe like Joe LaCava.
Ah.
You know,
He's
yeah.
got no idea.
he's
who Bob
also the
does
only.
sports is.
Yeah, he's got no clue.
Fleener.
Oh,
Post
Flea would be great.
guy,
Yeah.
He's right up our alley.
He's great.
Yeah, Fleener's got to be the next man up, I would think.
Sure.
If we get Kaiser, you think we get Kaiser?
Kaiser's
quite
Schaufel's bag, and
expensive.
that's
That's a tough one.
that's tough to get. He's good. I said I think he's the richest caddy in maybe golf history.
Austin Kaiser.
Maybe not golf history, but he's
He's definitely up there. He's.
because you could say Ted Scott, but Ted Scott had only been on Scheffler's bag for so long.
I mean, this
Yeah,
one
but
He
here
was
is
on
all-
Bubba Watson before, right?
Yeah, he was Bubba before that.
Yeah, but didn't he have when Bubba, had some rough years?
He won the Masters with him.
Twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
twice.
Right.
No, he was big, and that was like a very controversial move for him. I feel like
To Scotty
when
Scheffler.
he left Bubba, it was like, whoa, like that's crazy. And I guess he went straight to Scheffler. I don't know that whole backstory, but I remember when he left Bubba, it was like, oh damn, like.
And by the way, jet and ticket Ticket more than Jet. The entire round was just taking body shots at us.
Well-
like just coming for
This
blood.
is the first time that they've ridden. I believe this might be the first time they've ever ridden together in a cart
I
for an
am
episode.
scared to
and
see that
it's,
footage.
It cannot happen again. You
Lot of
two
fun.
together is just this. I hear you two giggling to each other in there, and I know it's about us. The whole time it's just like the two of them. You usually wait until the end of the thing to start like talking shit, and they're just talking shit to each other mid video, and it's like
They were also wearing the same color Q-zips, so they look like twins.
yeah.
I was like, "What are you guys, twins?" And he's like, "What are you guys, bad golfers?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
we
see,
kind of
that-
are."
Yeah.
They came up with that together, and that's a problem. That can't happen.
Did you guys have a camera today? Because you guys, in reality, you guys should have had a cart cam.
Yeah, we were going
that
handheld.
would be
Yeah,
awesome.
handheld.
Oh, you did.
we
See,
were
I
just
didn't
doing,
know that.
we were just like
It was just a buffet.
doing
of
impression. It
bits.
was a buffet of
It was
bits.
a buffet.
Yeah, I think having you guys is so big because your guys' banter on videos adds so much to it. It really does. I mean, as much as I don't want to sit here and pump your tires, it really does. I think your guys' banter more so. It really does. It adds so much.
I think more than any other golf channel, like they're involved and funny and part of the content. Like people like will be like, "We need more ticket," like on the comments. And you know what? I gotta agree with them. I really do.
I do too.
Appreciate that.
But Jed has a good theory though, and I get it. It's like Jed doesn't want to give them too much because he wants to stay liked. He's always worried that if you give him too much, that then everybody's gonna
Stays
get sick of
behind the
him.
line.
With that being said, if you want to film the next episode, it's on. It's all.
I
you,
tried
dog.
taking the camera one time, and you looked at me like I had 4 heads. You were like, "I'm not giving you the fucking."
Who's gonna film the first 2 holes before he gets there?
Ooh. God.
I had to.
Yeah, you got
sorry.
it. That was great. No, that's good work. Give him credit. That's good work.
That
building
That was
nice.
good
That
work.
was really
That's
nice.
quality
Top
comedy.
tier.
Yeah.
Sure.
There, I was gonna say kid respond, but there it is. There you have it right there. So yeah, I mean, look, a lot of good videos.
Are
Coming
we
up.
allowed to talk about the other person that's possibly coming on, or we can't talk about
Is that scheduled?
That we're going to possibly?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, the
Maybe
big
say it and then
one.
we can cut it if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, fuck it.
His name rhymes with Bill.
Bill Trickleson?
Bill Trickleson.
Oh, the Trickleson.
Bill Trickleson is
Billy
coming on the
Trickleson.
box.
Billy Trickle.
William Trickleson.
Yeah.
Rumor has it I might finally learn how to hit a wedge.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. He's a fellow lefty there.
Yeah, thanks, Tips.
Yeah.
Lefty love.
I think from a banter standpoint, he could end
Did you
up
just
being
call
one of-
him Tips?
I did.
What does that mean?
I think he was. It was just a classic cutscene. Just not. He was probably trying to say tick and like I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Jack.
You got a pop.
I do think from a banter point, he could end up being one of our
he's
favorites.
gonna
Yeah,
roast
he's
you guys, and
Oh.
he's gonna roast all of you.
What?
He's gonna
Yeah, I think he's gonna
flame.
be a big
He's
shit
like
talker.
a professional like chirper.
Yeah.
You're part of our team. You better be on our side.
Totally, but I always like at the start if there's a guest, I like get on their good side at the beginning, like tell them
Smart.
that I want them to win, and then they like me.
My favorite is when they're on the green and like we're like not around yet, so Pop will just start chopping it up with them. Like when what did he say to Homa that one time that you were dying about?
Because probably when Pop's getting ready to say something, because he'll hold the camera in a certain way, and he kind of like leans to where you know he's ready to say something. But I forget what he said to Homa.
It was
Pop-
Wilson or Harding or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Well,
Max,
he-
Wilson or Harding.
He's lived such a ridiculous life that he knows somebody from every city in America. So he'll ask. He was like, Max, where are you from? And he said the most random ass place in Pennsylvania. And Tick's like, oh yeah, my grandmother grew up there. So then they like got along. Like
We always say
That's what
tickets
happened.
live 10 lives.
I have. Yeah. I'm looking for
How
my
many
11.
continents have you lived on?
Cottons?
Continents.
Oh, continents. Lived on. I've
Like-
only one.
No, well, no, like,
Been to?
like, well, no, I mean, some of these places I would say you've
Never lived
If
anywhere
you're somewhere
else.
for more than
That's crazy.
3 weeks, a month, you've lived there.
Oh.
40.
Then the continents. 3.
Wow.
Australia, North America, and Asia.
What about South America? You went to
I
Machu
would have
Picchu.
said 4 then if that was the
You went
case.
to Machu
Little
Picchu?
Machu Picchu.
That
not
was
for
not
3
there longer
weeks.
than 3 months or 3 weeks though.
No.
That was a couple days. That's crazy. Let's-
Where do you
long
got your
enough.
eye on next? By the way, before you answer that, I just want to let you folks know Q&A is coming up. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to fire. We're going to be roaming around with a mic. Feel free to fire away. Again, just want to say thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Callaway, for having us out here tonight. Pop, where do you want to go next?
Wherever the show takes me, Bob.
Where do you want?
That's the
Where would
wor-
you want
come
to?
on.
Where's the trip? Like
I would love
Hawaii?
to go to Ireland. That would
Oh,
be fantastic.
yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
on
That would
that.
be amazing.
Yes.
This guy wants to go to Australia real
Yeah.
Oh, I want to
Yes.
go to Australia. Yeah,
I'm
really
in on
bad.
that too.
A tough one
He's
for him.
so
Bob
anti-Australia.
is so
This guy
scared.
can't get on a flight
flight,
longer
baby.
than 4
Which I
hours.
feel
It's such a long flight, but also too, I'd feel so disconnected from what's going on here.
Good. That's great.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Also, it's
yeah.
Australia. It's like it's not too dissimilar to Florida.
You think?
It's not
Yeah,
crazy. I mean,
that's a
it's
good point. I mean, it's probably one of the more American.
Yeah, they speak
type.
English.
When you go to
Places.
like Sydney, it's
yeah,
pretty.
it's
like a
they're
melting
just doing
pot.
what we're doing, just a lot more
The,
cool about it. Just so
the
cool.
toilets flush the other way though.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No,
it's
they-
on the
they
other
do.
side of
They
the.
sure do. It's
It's on the
gravity.
other side of
The equator.
The equator.
Read
Yeah.
a
Is
book.
that's a real
Yeah,
thing?
you should go just for that.
So flushes
I went.
to the
I don't
left?
remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No
Does-
shit.
Does our shit flush right?
What's
no,
this?
it's on the other side of the equator.
No,
Yeah,
ours.
it's below.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It goes
right.
left
We're-
to right.
That has nothing to do with.
we're
the
talking about the
equator.
toilets, not the putt. it's
Thanks. Yeah.
it's
I mean, like left to right, like this.
That's how we swim.
No, that's how
no,
ours works.
that's how ours goes.
They're
how
going.
ours
go. Yeah.
They're going counterclockwise.
Are you sure?
I
we
don't
go left
remember
to right?
that.
This is a
fuck. I can't
Wild
believe.
conversation.
I just had to point out because maybe that'll get him to check it out.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to Australia.
Yeah.
I do want to go. There's great golf. There's the people. It'll probably be set up like it'll be fantastic.
By the way, just I will say though, you say that like, oh, you want to do a lot of things, and then the time comes and you hate
know what?
your life.
Yeah,
really
that's
good
true.
point.
Facts,
You'll
but
be
I
like,
do.
I wanna do
but
this,
I'm not.
but-
I'm not going to turn. Australia is like a thing you commit to. I would
You
go
know
to
what I-
Australia.
He has. He's
You know
guilty
what
I-
of
he-
that.
dude,
You know
he
what I've
won't even
realized
go to
about this
Orlando.
guy
Go ahead.
is every single time we want to go out to dinner that isn't fast food, like an actual nice
I
place,
know.
he complains and complains. But I just don't fucking want to do this. I don't want to fucking do this. I want to stay home. And then he gets there, he orders the mashed potatoes, and he goes, "Oh, how about these mashed
And then
potatoes?
and then he,
This
and then
is
he,
amazing."
I go-
and
me
then he
and Bob go
proceeds
out
to
to-
give us he runs the table. He gives
Yeah.
us an hour special on Netflix.
That's right. He's asking the chef
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
different
Okay,
about
so
these
we'll do
mash.
it. Let's do that in
Bob,
Australia.
you are
Yeah.
right
All
about
right,
that.
fair
Remember
enough.
that time when I got? He was like, all I would love to do in my life is just go to the national
Oh,
title
yeah.
game
It's a perfect
and,
example.
and go
Me,
watch
this is
a
bad.
national title.
Really
I
bad.
was able to get tickets to SoFi that year so I come the next morning. I'm like, I got us tickets for the national title tonight. We're going, and he's like, yeah, I don't really feel like going. I was like, what?
That was a low. That
Thank
was a
you for
low.
that.
Low point. Yeah.
FP
you-
came. We
yeah,
had a great
went.
time. It was a blowout.
Go dogs.
Yeah.
Go
TCU
Dogs.
fell apart, but
And that's when you were
No,
like,
dogs.
I was just trying to make the kids' dreams come true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a nice thing.
No,
Yeah, it was
it's a
very
regret. I should have gone.
it's not
for
like
sure.
it was an exhibition game.
I
I
should've
will
gone.
defend in the sense of you knew how fucked up that was.
Oh, I
and
felt
you,
horrible.
You felt bad.
Yeah, yeah.
You still didn't go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
he
did
didn't
feel
like
bad.
change his mind
Okay,
as
well
we
now
drove
I
back to LA.
really want to go to Australia. Can you make that happen?
You're on your own,
But
kid.
you know what he loves though, Pop? He loves the like if you ask him to go to dinner or even ask him to like come over and watch the games, he wants you to call him again. He loves to know how bad you want him there. So he waits for the call after, and he
not
won't ever
true.
just say, "Yeah, I'll come
Like
over."
I'll be over in a bit, and he doesn't come. You're like, yo, where are you at? And he's like,
He,
I'm on my
he
way.
wants
Yeah,
a little
or
bag
I'll be
for
like-
anything.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Come over there." I'll be like, "I don't know. I'll call you later."
Or
and
how
he's
about
waiting
this
for me
one?
to call him again.
How about this one? He'll be like, you know what I think? Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
He wants to be like, nah, well,
That's
out
not
with
true.
it.
The thing is, if you like ask and ask and ask and ask, at a certain point, you're gonna beat a man down into coming over, for whatever. So it always starts. I don't want to go, Bob. I don't want to hang out with you. Okay, but if you keep beating it down, I'll be there.
Pause. Trivia.
Yes, we're gonna go trivia first, and then we're gonna go Q&A after that. And Pop is gonna fire away on the trivia. He's already
Do we have
rock-
a mic out there?
Do we have a mic out there, Mr. Vin? Mr. Vin's got
Vin.
the mic out there.
Vin.
Mr.
Yes,
Nucatola.
I got you.
This
I
is
got
where we send it on over to Pop. Pop, it's your show.
First question. FP took part in the Creator Classic at which golf course?
I got white hat dead center here.
Eastlake.
Oh, that
Get
is
the man a
correct.
hat, Hams. Get the
Get him
man
a
a
hat.
hat. Toss it on.
Look at
Hell of a
that
throw.
toss. Wow.
Impressive
Montana
throw.
to Rice.
Impressive throw. All right, next question. Also for a hat. Which two teams were playing in the World Series that Bob and Jed attended for one of the first episodes of Bob Does Sports?
Great question. Wow. I know.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
One brave pioneer.
Was it Houston and Atlanta?
It
That's
was.
exactly
That's really
You like
good.
how I said brave pioneer?
By the way, that's a good hat too.
All right,
Little
next
Easter egg
question.
there.
For
You
I
cannot
know.
No,
keep
you
the
cannot
hat,
keep that.
Yums.
Oh,
No,
if
it's
you
for
answer
the
the
guests.
next question, you can.
Fantastic.
It's for our guests.
Next question. Name the 3 quarterbacks that participated in the BDS NFL QB collab video.
I'm going right here in the black.
Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, and
It's a tough one.
The
Kyle
forgotten.
Kyle Allen.
Yeah!
Really nice.
Very
Really
nice. Dug
Very
into the
impressive.
old memory bank there. That's a nice one, man.
I know. I haven't seen that.
I don't
one.
even have that one.
Yeah.
Let me see that one.
That's the navy
Yeah,
blue,
that's the
Bob.
real
Look
one. I
at
don't got that
that.
either.
Yeah.
Get
Fresh
that
as
hat
hell.
on.
Very
Put that
nice.
thing on
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
There it is.
There you
All right
go.
for the young man there.
There you go.
That shit
Having
fresh
a
as hell.
day.
Yes, I know. Yeah. All right, next question. Before Bob Does Sports was started, at FP, Bob and Joe played their first round together at what course?
Right here to the right-hand side. Beige sweatshirt.
Pinehurst.
That's right. Do we have a number?
Got a number?
3 more for hats. Then we move on to some bigger prizes.
The bigger prize.
Which MLB player recognized Bob heckling him during the NLDS?
my.
Man, I thought we'd get some hands
It was a
here.
pitcher.
Apparently.
Relief pitcher.
Yeah, we'll give
Dear
you
friend of the program,
relief pitcher.
Aggie.
Plays for
He's
the
an Aggie.
Atlanta
Lefty.
Braves.
Braves had surgery this year.
Oh,
We got a hand.
AJ Minter.
that's
All
it.
right, let's get the young man a hat there,
A.J.
yeah.
Minter.
Look at Benjamin working the floor here this afternoon. Beauty, beauty,
Oh,
beauty.
this next question is a doozy.
Yeah. Boy, is it.
You want to read this one?
Yeah, dude, take
For
it.
sure. For another hat. This restaurant, most notably, there's actually 2 of them, in the Charlotte airport is a must stop for the boys
We're
every
so
single time.
Fat. Yeah, you saw it? Go ahead. Yeah, no, it's all you.
Go on there, Vin.
Bojangles.
That is correct.
That's
Let me tell you something about the Bo biscuit.
Oh, Cajun filet biscuits.
Get
Stop
the
it.
cage. Yeah,
it, dude.
yeah.
FP, like, by the way, you introduced Grant to that recently. Did he like it?
Oh, he loved it.
Really?
It's one of my favorite things on this planet is introducing people to Bojack.
Imagine FP made Grant fat.
You know what? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
A lot of work to do.
Nah, FP's
You got a
a
lot of work.
Hey, I got a program for him. If he sticks to it, no cheat days, no fucking salads,
With a little
water,
bit of,
none of that
with
shit.
a little bit of
He can get
motivation
there. He
and
can
a
get
lot of
there.
time.
He'll add some distance.
Hey, FP's got Bojangles, and what was the grocery store that you showed us?
That would be Wegmans. Bob.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wegmans
that's a
is
fun
a
ride.
staple.
You're a Jersey guy. You didn't know Wegmans?
No.
Oh, what
That
a
was-
treat.
That was a first.
What an absolute treat.
I couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat.
All right,
you got
one
it all.
more hat
I got it.
question. This is for the last hat of the day hat. During a press conference at the Tour Championship in 2022, which golfer famously told Bob and FP that a breakfast ball on the first could be the difference?
Give me the AI smoke right here.
Jordan Spieth.
That is
Exactly
correct.
right. That's exactly right.
Jordan
Very
Spieth.
nice.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. That's my colleague, Pepperez.
All right, next up we have a dozen of the best balls in golf.
Let me tell you something about these balls here. Let
Tell
me
him,
tell
Joe.
you.
Tell him.
There's. You want to show them, Bob? Can you be my model? I talk about the
Your
balls.
muse.
Callaway and Bob Does Sports has teamed up to provide you a ball that is unlike any in the playing field, complete with 2 different variations of logos.
Damn. Which 2 logos are they?
Damn.
The ticket, which some people didn't know was a ticket,
Sure.
and the one behind you.
That one?
Yeah.
That is the
the
ticket.
ticket.
oh,
the
and
ticket.
the have a day.
Hey!
Give the man a
Give
hat.
that man a golf ball.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's funny.
I was trying to do like the whole Price is Right thing, you know, where
Come
I
on now.
like describe the product. I was actually on a roll.
You're doing the Price is Right thing, and you almost gave away the prize.
You know how the guy like described? Yeah, that's tough. All right, I'll keep it moving. I'm going to shut up now.
All right, next up we have another dozen Chrome Tours. Question: which Callaway golf balls does FP play?
Yeah, I got to go right here. My guy right there.
I'm gonna go with Chrome Tour X.
That is
Oh!
Unbelievable.
That
Give
is
that
really
man
is.
some golf balls.
That's impressive.
Tell me that packaging isn't elite.
Could be the difference.
All right,
Could be.
Next up, we have our final dozen of the Chrome Tour golf balls. FP, do you want to hit this one?
Sure, I'll hit this one. Name the winners of the 4 majors in 2024, this last golf season. Tournament and winner, please.
So we got Scotty Scheffler with the Masters.
Sure.
Yep.
Shit. And Xander won the PGA.
Sure did.
Sure did.
Shit, I know it's. And then, oh boy. Oh, what's his name? Bryson with the U.S. Open. Rory choked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yep.
And then Xander with the U.S. Open.
Sure.
Well
Really?
done.
Open championship. Yep. Open
Wow.
championship. Yep.
Very
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Get the man some balls.
All right. Switching it up now on prizes. Next up, we have an Odyssey AI1 jailbird.
Ooh, show them that.
Whoa,
Nice
look at
gift
that
coming out
jail,
here.
jailbird.
Hottest putter in golf.
White and black tuxedo colors. Very nice.
That's nice.
Which Callaway CB wedges did Joey switch to in 2024?
Oh.
No, I
When-
switched
when
from.
he- Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, you read it.
What am I
right.
I
playing
read
now?
it correctly.
Yeah, when-
I'm just
when-
going to say
when-
that.
which
wedges
wedges-
did he switch from the CB wedges to in 2024?
What am I
Right, he's
playing
going
with
for the double
now?
He's going for the double dip.
Opus wedges.
Oh,
this guy's cleaning
Get
up.
that man a jailbird. The blue
Jailbird,
matches
baby.
the hat.
This guy is
Oh, this guy
cleaning
is
up.
cleaning up. Christmas is right around the corner, and he's got lots of prizes.
I tell you what, I'm nervous about reading this next question after that typo there. I'm
I can read it.
pretty committed to the script. I got it. This next one, we have a blacked out version of the brand new Callaway Opus wedge. Why don't you show them that?
Yeah,
Chad?
get
Get
your
him
balls up
motivated.
in there, Yams.
That's
That eye
right.
in the
Yeah, that's
sky,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
It's blacked out, dude.
It's blacked out.
Sure is blacked out.
This man
better
is blacked out.
be. All
me
right.
be.
What club was Joey using during his latest meltdown?
A blue Odyssey putter.
Closer.
Yeah.
I kind of want to give it to her.
I do too.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to
Give
her.
it to
It's
the
an
young lady. Give it to the
AI1
young lady there.
Odyssey
Bring it on.
AI milled. The 7 milled.
There she is.
I think she said it
Very
the first
nice.
time. It just
Yeah.
it cut out on the mic, so we're giving it.
All right, Jet, you ready with our last prize of this trivia round?
Oh my!
We have a Callaway AI smoke driver.
Wow!
Down south.
Down the
And the
side.
question to win said driver, name one of Callaway's lines of drivers and which driver the guys use.
That's Red Hat right there. He dominated
Two
that.
answers.
AI Smoke, Paradigm, Rogue.
Sure. I mean, look. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's it.
Overachiever there.
Yeah,
winner.
Yeah.
Oh
Winner,
yeah,
winner.
winner,
Brand new
winner!
driver.
Chicken dinner. Wow.
That's terrific. Is that all we got?
That's all we got. Back to you, Bob.
Very nice. Okay, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming, and thank you to Callaway for having us out here, but we are not done yet. Now we are going to go to our Q&A portion of the program here. Any questions, fire away, bring it around. Anybody with a Q? There we go. We
You're
got
gonna get a
a
hat,
few
too.
hands.
By the
gonna
way,
get-
anyone
you're
who
gonna get a hat.
participates gets a
Yeah,
have a day hat.
I like that.
So get those
Yeah.
questions
Until
ready
we're
to
out.
roll.
Until we're out of hats.
What's a story that is really funny and that was filmed but you couldn't publish?
Well, Bob ripped a fart so bad once that the cameras like broke. In
off.
Arizona. No, it remember in Arizona.
But to finish that story off,
No, I
the
remember it
real
was in
rea-
Arizona.
The real reason that episode never made it was because you lost your phone. and
No,
started
no,
to-
Yeah,
no,
Mr.
no, no,
Forgetful
no,
Fred
no,
over
no,
here
no.
forgot his phone.
But you guys
lost
carried.
your
That's not why
mind.
the video didn't go out for. It was honestly
It was a bad
It was
video.
neither reason that, but both of those things happened.
We have 2 lost episodes.
There's one
We have
really good one.
Oh,
No,
there's
no, no,
one
no, no,
really
no,
good
hold on,
one.
hold on.
Quaillodge.com. Arizona Scramble.
Arizona Scramble
I got
when you
another-
lost your phone and potentially your mind.
Sure.
And
You
the Busta Jack Grant.
That was a
hail-
rain
That
out.
was a
Yeah,
rain
that
out.
was
game.
great. And
That
it
was
got
a
rained
hail
out.
game.
Oh, that
That's
was
the best
so
3
good.
holes of
All
golf
time.
we've ever
Yeah.
filmed,
Yeah.
and we'll never see it.
It just started
There's,
hailing for
God,
like
it
an
was good
hour and a
shit.
half.
There's the mini putt one, the Quail Lodge
Really
one.
good.
is
Oh,
Drunk-
that
was
was
one.
Drunk
great.
mini
the
putt.
drinking challenge.
Yeah.
You were hammered playing
One
mini
day,
golf.
one day.
That's
day.
got to
see the
come out.
light.
Yeah, one day.
That's got to come out.
One day.
All right, next question.
All right, next question. You guys have been to a lot of
Play it
incredible
over
courses
play it over the umbrella.
all around the United States and around the world. What's the next like white whale course for you guys to go to?
Don't you dare say it.
It's a good question. I would say Pebble.
Pebble's up
Pebble's
there.
up there. Just we've danced around it for years now. It feels like. I think Ireland, like Ticket was saying. I think there's a lot of spots in Ireland that would be great. Old Head's one that like pops into my mind. Rural County Down that Rick Shields just did a video at. That place is unbelievable. I think there's some spots in Australia that would be, quite frankly, pretty sweet.
I was going to say the Links of Victoria, to be honest.
Well, yeah,
I've never been.
No, we talked about doing a Bob Does Sports Major at the Links of Victoria.
Oh,
It
my
would be
God.
Awesome. So, yeah, I
where
could
you're
see
at
that.
a disadvantage, even when you're in the fairway.
Yeah. All right, next one.
We need a hat for the young man.
All right, so snuck one of these in. Sorry, Top Golf.
Wow, that's awesome. Hold it up high in the sky there. That's awesome.
That's
not
commitment.
It's not open. I'm not drinking it, but when are these coming to Phoenix? They're delicious.
We talked about going to Arizona as one of our next spots. There's a lot of like legal difficulties merging into different states and whatnot. So I think it is, to answer your question, I think probably maybe in the new year or whatnot, but it's one market we got our eye on for sure. Why are you chuckling, Pop? It's just
You call me pal?
I said Pop.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, gentlemen? Push the golfer on Instagram.
What's up, man?
Question for you. I see Good expanded and Foreplay Pod expanded. You guys ever think about expanding the team?
The team? We get that a lot. I think, for example, like when FP came on board, it was such a no-brainer. Like it was just no doubt about it. To where obviously we know there is a fourth spot, but it would have to make so much sense that I don't think we would ever say no. But it would just have to be such a shoo-in and just make so much sense the way he did. Joe, of course, started the show, and then when Perez came on board, it was no doubt about it. So it would have to be something just like that.
Holla at your boy when you're ready.
Love it, man.
We still got more hats.
We got hats to give away. We got a bunch of hats.
More of a deeper question, but when it comes to like taking risks or making smart decisions when it comes to the channel, how do you balance that? Like, how do you balance making a risky decision versus taking a smart and safe decision?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good question. I would say for us, we do a really good job of every single one of us has such a say in the channel and in what we do. There's certain level of expertise with each thing. Like, for example, like Perez is really good with the apparel side of things, Jet and Ticket, production, video ideas. So I think we kind of lean on each other for that and who has the best strengths in whatever it is. And, then we trust it and we're all in. But everybody really, we do a good job of having a say in everything we do. It's a good question. Get the man a hat right here.
As a Jupiter local, since you guys have moved down there, what's some of your favorite restaurants?
Wow.
There's some good ones,
now
man.
we're talking.
Yeah, we like to go to Lewis Steakhouse. That's a spot we kind of frequent often. Also to
Rinaldi's.
No, but what's
Subs?
the
Joseph's?
best? No, the best
Joseph's
wings
Market.
in town though
Joseph's
is
Brass Ring.
Brass Ring is like a great spot.
yeah.
If like for like a nicer spot, like Lenora's is really good.
How many meatballs do you think you can eat at Lenora's?
Quite a few. I'm quite fat right now, so yeah, I think I could put back quite a bit. Buchan is a really nice restaurant if you want to go somewhere nicer. Take the lady out. That's a good spot.
Lucky Shuck on the water. Utiki on the water is
Shuck's
great.
Yeah, Utiki's great. And Square Grouper's a great time to go out and have a good time at.
Group.
Carmine's.
This one's for Joey D himself. After watching the Pardon My Take collab, just wanted to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was Big Cat in your head while you were playing, and what do you think about that play?
Yeah, listen, I actually, people are like, oh, he was so bad and tough on you. I actually respect it because he didn't stop. Like, even off camera, he was at me. I think there's he's a big Bears fan, and he knows that I'm a Packers guy. And I've trolled Mikey in the past for being a Bears fan, so he was coming at me right out of the gates. I don't know if he was in my head because he was my teammate both times, but he can get you thinking a couple times. So maybe he was in my head, to be honest. I'll go with a 7.3 out of 10 for being in my head. If he had been on the opposite team, it probably would have been a sheer 10 out of 10.
Does he call you Joey Cutlets?
Joey Cutlets, yeah. Let's get this man a hat. Right in the corner there.
All right, we got 5 more hats, 5 more questions. Fire away.
I know you guys did a few collabs with Paige. Do you have any other women that you're hoping to collab with on the show?
It's a great question. There's a lot of good women in the space, especially a lot of the long drive girls that we've interacted with, like locally in Florida. Gabby, Powell, Cassie Marie. They're doing a lot of new different stuff. I saw there's like a reality show they started doing, or did for a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of like different. Golf is moved into such a different space than just on the golf course, like competitive golf tournaments. It's moved into like, obviously like charity scrambles, all these events, trips, and all the lifestyle stuff that's come off of it. And I think we've obviously benefited greatly from that type of thing. I mean, we there's a lot of great Callaway.
Emma Talley's one that we've had a lot of fun with.
100%.
Filming with Callaway, we got to do something with her. Madeline Sagstrom. Yeah. Rose Zhang, I think, would be a really fun one. I think she has a real good personality, and she would probably mop the floor with us. But I think like she would be a fun one because we haven't really done anything just with her.
There's not a lot of females in YouTube golf, honestly, at the moment, other than Paige. I mean, Paige has been around for like a long time when it comes to content creation, but there's not a lot. Like Carol does the tequila at the turn. With what's that? Is that
Daniel
Short King?
Short Game King.
Yeah. So like she's getting into it, and they're doing really well. So like that would be a fun thing. We have a good relationship with her. It would be exciting to see more female creators coming into this YouTube golf space, and we're down to collab with anybody. So we're excited. We bring it on. We love that.
Well done. Well, very well said. Next
yeah,
question.
FP, how much do you practice off camera?
Not enough. Clearly, I as a kid growing up, all I did like during summer vacations, I got dropped off the golf course. I stayed there all day, and then my dad picked me up after work, and I did that for 4, 5, 6 summers in a row every summer. And I'm probably still benefiting a little bit from that time, especially short game and putting side of things. I'm also, I think, the whole finite energy, as much as that's a joke, like, I get tired quick, big dog, like, way too quick. We were shooting basketball last night, and I'm not talking like a pickup game. I'm talking like you make it, you shoot again. If you don't, like, I'm up, that type of stuff. And like I was tired, so I need to practice more.
I fed him in the post. Like we just did
like
one
against
move.
a ghost.
Yeah.
I was yeah, dude, bad.
I just fed him, and he just did one of these, and then I just look over, he's just like. I'm just like, man. Made the shot.
You know how hard it is to fake out nobody, dude?
Yeah.
Joey, when you hit your head, how bad did that hurt, and then did it leave a mark?
So the thing about that, you would have thought my head would have been like the thing that I hurt the most, and it wasn't. It was actually, I fell. Thank God I didn't land on my head. I landed on like my elbow. I guess I put my arm down first. So I actually had a welt like the size of a softball on my elbow, and we had to play the next day. But yeah, dude, not my shining moment. Don't take gummies and jump through garage doors.
Allegedly.
It doesn't pan out well.
That door gave a little bit. I think that helps you too. It's sort of
I really
crankled that
respected
door.
the people from the Airbnb. They're like, oh, we got like FP's like, yo, they've got a second video, like an angle.
I got it.
And I was like, are they gonna charge me money for me smashing my head against the garage door? And they're like, we just want to make sure he's okay. Yeah,
I got a text out of the blue 2 weeks after that, after we gotten back, and I was like looking at it, and I realized it was from the Airbnb, and they were like, Mr. Stubbe, we noticed that the garage door had damage. No worries, the insurance covers that. Wanted to let you know that we have a Ring camera from inside the garage. We hope that you or your guest is okay. It said something like, you seem like fun guys. Do you want this video? And I was like, oh, shit, yeah, I do. Yeah, I want the shit out.
By the way,
it had audio, too. Oh, it was...
Their concern for me was far more than anyone else in the car at that moment. By the way, aside from Jet was the one guy who was like, yo, don't laugh. And Bob was more thrilled with the fact that it was on camera than the fact that my head could have been dislodged at any minute.
Let me tell you something.
That's one of the greatest things
I
you've
would have
ever-
paid a king's ransom for that video. They could have charged everything they wanted for that alternative angle.
We would have covered the garage doors just for the whole neighborhood.
Oh, I would have
and gotten that video.
Whatever
And
the
Pop
price
didn't get
was.
nearly.
I gave you the other angle for free.
Yeah, you should have charged him.
Well, people,
A king's ransom?
Oh yeah, Pop would have
no,
been
I'm
making.
talking about the other.
Sure, because you got the other one for free.
Well, yeah, that's-
You got the main one for free.
Fucking
Would
BOGO.
have been only a half of a ransom if you had gotten your worth, dude.
Joe could hear me that night. I was so excited.
It was
to
so.
post it.
I could hear him cackling in his room at 3 a.m.
It's like a little kid before, because it happened at like 9 p.m. Pacific, and he knows enough, like content-wise, that like with the East Coast and time change, he couldn't post it at the moment. He knew he had to wait until the morning, and it was like, what time do you guys think? Do you think 7 a.m. Pacific? Like, it'll be 10 a.m.
That thing was
you could
posted
just-
at
You
6
could just
a.m.
hear him just like giggle, like walking around the house,
you
just
could.
like little like, like it's just like around the house. This guy couldn't keep it, and then I think you posted at 5:30. Like you just couldn't get to 7.
Yeah.
You just couldn't get there.
I got a
Did you
FaceTime
even
at like
sleep that
7:30
night?
from Josh
It
Allen
was-
saying, "Are you okay?"
It
I
was like it was like 3 a.m. I'm just howling. I hear Joe from like across the hall go, "Shut up, Bob."
bro, I was trying to
shut up."
sleep. This guy's like,
When you get your hands on some content.
Gets that rush
yeah.
on, man. He gets that rush.
you know what? You know the one that wish we would have had is the one of him at the Grove where he fell over the handlebars of the scooter.
I flipped the scooter, and it hurt a lot.
Or the bicycle accident.
What's the bicycle? Oh yeah,
When
the
you just
bicycle.
truck stick
You just
somebody on a bike.
The girl hit me on her bike.
I
in a
got-
bike lane,
I got a
Joe.
feeling
It wasn't.
that went
No,
a
it was
different
not a
way.
bike lane. It was the sidewalk, and I was running around through the garage, and again another garage, parking garage, onto the street, and she smashed into me, and it was bad. Or Bob, what about the one in the airplane where I knocked over the?
Yeah.
That was tough.
We had just released our first video with Paige, and I went to see how the video was doing. So YouTube gives you like 1 to 10. So we were on the airplane, and Joe turns over. He's in the aisle in front of me. He turns over and asks how it's doing. So I went to check, and I see that it's 1 out of 10. So I said 1 out of 10. And he goes to do a fist pump, and as he does that, a stewardess comes by with like a tray of different like candy bars and whatnot, and he punches the tray.
The chips went
thing-
everywhere, dog.
Oh man,
Bob was laughing for I think an hour straight.
it was one of the funniest. I mean, he just punched this tray and it just went up. Oh man, it was unreal. Next
That
question.
train actually, Trey ran into his fist, Bob.
Physics.
2 more hats.
Vin has picked one out. Do we have a mic for the person?
Yeah, right. So my question is, the drinking challenges are some of the best videos. Is there a possibility soon of doing a drinking challenge with all 5 of you?
Oh,
Great.
I want that.
Here we go. Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
There's a real good chance of an eating challenge with all 5 of us.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
But
Maybe
I
Yams
would,
could
I would
come in.
really love to see the 4 of you do it, and then me and Jensen film it. I would love to see him start getting involved.
He did his own drinking challenge at Riot House.
Sure.
Yeah, he had 2 bedrooms that weekend. His bedroom and my bedroom.
He's looking for the encore
Yeah.
Saturday
Yeah.
night.
I shot
Slept on the
back.
couch for 3 days.
The great thing when
Thanks for
Jet, he
having me.
doesn't drink often. When he does commit, he goes hard. It is the most fun Jet you'll ever see.
Most fun I've had with him was at Ole Miss. He was beyond hammered. It was a blast.
We got to get back to Ole Miss.
Meet him
We
at the
do.
sip,
We do
dude.
got to
Meet
get
him at
back
the
to Ole
sip.
Back to
Miss.
the sip.
All right, folks. That wraps up.
One more
Do
question.
we have one more?
All right.
Do we have a hat?
As I got one.
Oh, okay.
As a former bellman myself, what is your best and/or worst celebrity encounter? while you were a bellman?
Wow. That's a great
Yeah.
question.
Wow.
Good.
Ooh,
I know the worst.
Bury him.
I could really smoke some people right now. The best one I ever had, I went to a different hotel. The owner at a different hotel got me to go over there and be a bellman over there. And when I went over there, the boss there used to just, he was brutal. He had something out for me. He was just awful to me. And he was the biggest Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan, and Will Smith was coming into the hotel a certain day, and I was working that day. And he didn't know Will Smith used to stay at the hotel that I worked at prior, and me and him had built up a relationship. So he had me standing with the welcome drinks. So I'm there in like my bellman suit and the welcome drinks. And this guy, my boss, is all giddy, like waiting for Will Smith. I couldn't stand the guy. He really was. He was awful to me. And so I'm standing there with the welcome drinks, and Will Smith comes into the car. All like the big suits are waiting for him because they're trying to get him to start staying at that hotel. And he comes out of the car, and he sees me, and he completely disregards my boss and comes right over to me. So I handed the welcome drinks to my boss and then go and give him a big hug. It was awesome. So, yeah, that was
How about the worst,
there.
Bob?
Come on.
Don't worry about it.
There is some. Come on.
I know the worst.
You do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's
we're
Cammy
doing the raffle.
boy.
Okay, fire away.
You would like me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in the pop.
All right, Victoria, we got a bucket with some names.
There you go.
We're going to do a raffle right now. Winner gets 2 spots at the next Breezy Open.
Oh.
No traveler accommodations, only entry to the tournament. But yeah, we're going to pick a name right now. I'll let these boys pick a name out of the magic bucket there.
Pick it out, this dude.
You want me to do it? I'll do it. Okay, bye.
Pick a little number there now,
spots
Stu. Pick a
at
little
the next
number.
Breezy Open.
Get a nice little number
2
there now, Stu.
spots.
Ticket number 173-779er.
You got it?
Oh, bring him on down
Bring it
there,
on up.
baby.
Sure he did.
Come on up. Come on up to the stage now.
I believe you, but I'm going to look at it.
2 spots. Breezy Open.
Trust but verify. Trust but verify. You see that ticket right there. Let's just see that ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
You and a
nice.
guest will be accompanying us at a future Breezy event.
Of your choice.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up stop number 3 of the Callaway Bob Does Sports podcast tour. Big thank you to all coming. We have one more coming up in December, our homecoming tour. Good old Pompano Beach. And a reminder, bar is open, food is available. Let's have an evening. And again, thank
Go
you
hit
to
some golf
everybody
balls.
that came here tonight. But a big, big thank you to you all coming out here tonight. We appreciate you. That's another edition of the Bob Does Sports podcast.
Have a day, folks.